Good morning, everyone. Hope you are experiencing a wonderful start to your week. I was reading yesterday in 1 Chronicles chapter 28, and I was struck by a verse, and I just wanted to share it with you and make a couple quick connections. David said to his son Solomon, "Be strong and be courageous, and do it." He's talking about building the temple of the Lord. "Do not be afraid or dismayed, but Adonai Elohim, my God, is with you. He will not fail you or forsake you until all the work for the avodah, or the service, or the worship of the house of Adonai is finished." He's addressing the building of the temple at this point. David has made preparations, and Solomon is going to be the one who does the final work of completing and building the temple. And he says, "Be strong and be courageous and do it. Don't be afraid or dismayed, for the Lord is with you. He will not forsake you or fail you until all of the work is complete." And I'd like to connect that with another scripture in 1 Peter chapter 2. And it talks about how when we accept the good news that was proclaimed to us in our own lives, we get rid of all malice, all deceit, all hypocrisy, envy, and all lashon hara, or evil speech, evil tongue. And now that we have tasted, and now we taste that the Lord is good, and we come to him as a living stone, rejected by men, but chosen by God and precious. For you also, as living stones, are being built up as a spiritual house. So we're seeing a connection between the physical house that we read about in 1 Chronicles, and now a spiritual house being built up of us as living stones. So we need to be strong and be courageous and do the work of building up the house of the Lord, which comes through a couple different means, one of which is making ourselves ready by getting rid of all malice, all deceit, all hypocrisy, all envy, all lashon hara. And you can continue to read through 1 Peter chapter 2 and see all sorts of character traits that we need to be either getting rid of or building up within ourselves. And do good. And when we do good, others will see that and will begin to magnify the Lord, because he has called us out of darkness into his marvelous light, again in 1 Peter chapter 2. So Peter's urging us to keep our conduct honorable. And then while they speak about us as evildoers, those around us, they may, from noticing our good deeds, glorify God in the day of visitation. Therefore, it's important for us to continue to walk in this manner and to be examples of light to those around us, to be examples of the good news of the Messiah, or Yeshua, to honor all people, love the brotherhood, fear God, and honor the King. We continue reading in 1 Peter chapter 2. So I just want to encourage you to be strong during this difficult time, be encouraged, and do it. Do the physical work of building up the temple. That means work within yourselves, and also do good that others might see the light of Yeshua shining forth, the light of God. And I've just been encouraged over the last several weeks, noticing the character traits in our own community, whether I've seen you in person or connected with you virtually. I'm encouraged that I'm seeing among our own community these same character attributes, these same desires to do good, to do the work of the Lord, to build up the community, to strengthen one another, and thereby in the process doing good so that others outside of our community, outside of the body of Messiah, can see it, and thereby they can then in turn glorify God in the day of his visitation. So be encouraged, my friends. be encouraged that the Lord is at work among us right now, and He is He's working within us. He's developing within us attitudes. And again, I just have an attitude of gratitude for each one of you on this Tuesday morning. So be encouraged, friends. Love you all.